Hey guys, Deansy here, back with another video, and I am at the OC Auto Show here in Anaheim, California. And today I want to show you the brand new redesigned 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan, but not just the Tiguan. This is the R line. This is your top trim spec. Everything that you can get is going to be in this car. Okay, now remember, the Tiguan was introduced in 2007, and over that time, it's gone through different iterations, different designs, and honestly, I have to say, this is a very mature design. I know that places like Reddit, some people aren't liking the design. They're maybe saying it's too rounded, but I think maybe the photos don't do it justice, because here in person, this is a very, very sexy vehicle. The lines, I think, are great. I think it has matured and modernized for our current modern age. And I have to tell you, when you see the technology inside of this thing, you're going to think, I didn't buy a car. I didn't buy an SUV. I bought a spaceship, because inside it is very premium. It is very Volkswagen. It has that Volkswagen feel, that charm, but the technology inside has really stepped up its game. Everything has caught up now. You have all digital gauges and the screens. If you're a fan of them, this car's got them. So let's take a look at the 2025 Tiguan SEL-R line, see what you get, and let's go take a look if it might be something you want to buy, because you can buy this right now. Hey guys, okay, so we are now inside the 2025 Tiguan SEL Type R, and the first thing I have to say is, holy sh**, this interior, I see what they're doing, and I know a lot of people have some gripes with some of the form and function. First off, what I mean by that is there's no knobs. Where's your buttons? Where are everything? Well, you have your drive controls here. That's not that controversial. So many cars did that. Hell, cars in the 80s had stock controls. So that is something you can get used to. But the big gripe that people have is the temperature and AC controls. They're touch. But you know, I just had a thought a little while ago. Think of something like a Tesla, where everything is inside of options, inside the screens. You have to touch a screen anyway. You have to swipe and do all that stuff. And still, people will buy that car and use that, even though to get into some settings, it's pretty dangerous if you're trying to do it while you're driving. So yes, while we are all a fan of physical controls and knobs, I have to say that this is a pretty good compromise where, even though it is a touch surface and touch sensitive, you still have dedicated controls. What it does allow you to have is a very clean and spacious interior where the room for your controls, your drive stick, and buttons can be dedicated to other options. So down here, you actually have your media controller, and it does serve multiple purposes, which is very nice. That is not a drive control, okay? Here on your screen, and this is the big talking point, right? This is a 15-inch display. Now, it is in just, I guess, a demo mode, enough to be powered on, but they told me it's hooked up to a battery pack, so I'm pretty sure that this is not what you get. But I have seen it in person when it's on and functioning. This whole space is what you get for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it is huge. It is huge. You do get ambient lighting inside here, as well as on the doors. I love the wood panel trim here. This is really nice, a really nice throwback. As modern as the car is, I feel like wood is always a timeless material you can put in the car. The steering wheel feels nice. It's not so much a squircle, but it is a little squished in a good way, in a very, very good way. All your controls, no piano black. Very happy about that. Volume controls, media controls, and you do have now a fully digital gauge cluster that's going to show you all your information, your speedometer, everything. You do have a Harman Kardon sound system in here. You have SOS, you have your lights, and you do have a full panoramic moonroof. And lastly, I just want to say this is definitely something I could see myself in a very comfortable, stuck in traffic. I would not be that mad. I wouldn't. All right, guys, so we are in the back seats now of the Tiguan. And I have to say, overall, feels comfy, feels cozy. You know that this is an all-wheel drive option because you have the drive shaft going through the back seat here, which is going to separate your feet from your passenger from your fellow passenger back here. No footsies allowed, guys. Volkswagen's not having it. You do have your rear seat vents. Very nice. You have 2 USB-Cs back here. Ooh. And are those what I think they are? Believe that might be heated rear seats. And that's one thing I forgot to mention up in the front, because I remember when I was shopping around, this has massage seats, which is, you know, you're not getting an Audi, you're not buying a Mercedes, you're getting a Volkswagen, right? The people's car, the everyday man's and woman's car. So to have that premium luxury in something like this really does show you that you get a lot for the value, because this is priced pretty damn competitively. I believe fully loaded, you're looking at about $42,000. All right, guys, so we're here now at the back of the car, and I just want to show you all the features that you get with it. Being the fully loaded model, you are going to get that automatic rear door opening. Now, unlike the Kia Sportage that I showed you earlier, this one does have its wiper visible and present at all times, which, again, is fine. Kia is really the only one hiding it. Everybody else has it out there. I've never had any issues with it, so if that is a deal breaker for you, which I don't know if that would be the deal breaker for you, but if it is, maybe this might not be the model you want. All right, so here you go. Here's your rear tailgate. Press the button right here, automatic. There you go. Pops right open. You do get some decent storage space, I have to say. I believe the Kia Sportage is still going to be bigger, but, and yes, indeedy, you do get a spare, but you do get great storage. There is plenty of room to keep stuff back there, although if you're going to be bumping it, I wouldn't put glass back there. It's going to shatter. But you do get some extra storage bins right here. You get the handles to release the seats. Maybe that's a throwback to the old 3-row, but I believe that's where maybe a cup holder would have gone. But again, this has been completely redesigned from the ground up, so more than likely that's just rear view storage bins. You do have a 12-volt back there, some ambient cabin lighting. And you do have this cover, although, again, you can just take this off and remove it if you'd like. But I do like having these privacy things. You know, sometimes you might have stuff back here and you don't want someone peeking in and seeing what you got. So these are nice, but again, you have the option to remove it. Looking at the back now, you have this black, piano black, and again, not a huge fan of that, but if you ask me, does it add to the look of the car, I'm going to say yes. Now at the tires. So from what I've learned from the very helpful people here at Volkswagen, this being the fully loaded model, higher trims, you're looking at 20-inch rims, whereas the base models are going to come with more traditional 18-inch rims. Although 18 and 20, they both look great. I have to say they really do. And I do love this contrasting black with the chrome, the silver right here. I think on the sandstone, it really complements the colors, pops, and vibes. It looks like you have not carpeted, but maybe somewhat carpeted internals on the wheel well here. But otherwise, you do have the piano black. Again, they're doing this glossy black, and I don't know how that's going to stand up on the test of time, but it does make it look cool, I have to say. So overall, these wheels are very great, very solid. I'm loving the spoke design on them. And again, when you go SEL Type R, you're just getting an overall pretty beautiful looking car. And these rims, these are the 20s. They definitely complement the overall look. All right, guys, so here we are with the Tiguan. I got the hood open for you, and I'm going to bring it in and show you some B-roll. But this is your 2-liter, 4-cylinder, turbocharged, pushing out about 201 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque. But like I said, there's variations coming with this. There's going to be a retune on this as well for the 26 model. There's going to be a brand new Tiguan Turbo, which I've been told is going to be a completely different car. And if I'm wrong, you can go ahead and leave it in the comments. But that was what I was told all of it. Also, I wanted to make a quick correction. The wheels on the base model are 17s, not 18s. So you go 17-inch rims on the base model, and on the higher-end trims, it's still 20-inch rims. But overall, engine looks great, beautiful. I don't know if that would be the word for it, but it's clean. And it's definitely got that that Volkswagen, the cooling supply in there with the pink that I've known that since I had my Jetta. It's not as bubbly as it used to be, so that's a little bit of a letdown. Come on, everyone else has that. Give me that round bubble full of that pink coolant. So that was my take on the 2025 Tiguan. by Volkswagen, the SEL Type R. I have to say, whatever you guys might find a little annoying with it, the touch controls, the more bubbly aesthetics to it, you go see it in person. I think it's a matured car that still looks sexy as hell. These lines and these slope backs are great. Are they as boxy and as aggressive as the previous generations? No, they're not. But I don't know. I look at this and I see a very classy, very sporty, very hot looking car. It's got the all-wheel drive. It's got that German engineering that some people either love or hate. But if you love it, you're gonna love it. It is peppy. And apparently, this is built on the same chassis as the Golf, as the Atlas. They streamlined a lot of this stuff, and it really adds to that nice tuned suspension from Volkswagen that's going to give you a nice sturdy ride, sporty ride. Overall, I like it. I like it. Is it going to last you 20 years? I don't know. But what I do know is that if you're a Volkswagen enthusiast, you make it last 20 years, don't you? Yeah, you do. And something like this, it's great for the family. It's great for road tripping. I wouldn't say crazy off-roading, but it's got enough torque and height clearance to really get you on some nice dirt, gravelly roads. And it's got all the connectivity that you're ever going to want in a car for you to enjoy it. So go camping in it. Take it out. Get it dirty. But give it a shot. And I'd say go drive it. I'm only saying all this because I got my chance to drive it. It is one of the more fun SUVs out there to drive. So this is Deansy signing off on the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan SEL Type R. Maybe you end up getting it, and if you do, don't blame me for your problems. Thanks.